hard drugs.
Okay.
20 to 40% do it to alter their moods.
Okay.
So you see, the case we are discussing today is just one of the many cases that we have in Nigeria, and I've been so worried about it because I remember there was a time we talked about, drug, abuse of drug being introduced into schools, and all that,
Yes.
and so on and so on. And we yeah, for us, we talked about it extensively, but it is not a one-time discussion. It should be ongoing. It's a conversation
That we should have
that
regularly.
we should have,
Yes.
regularly. And see, I'm going to talk more about drugs because I remember that there was a particular time that some students were school children. The oldest amongst them was I think 13 or so, and they were all cultists. Primary school and junior secondary school. Their Oga should be about 13 years old. And we had as little as a 9-year-old
Amongst them.
exactly. So you can imagine the dilemma we have found ourselves. So in all of this, what keep coming to my mind is that we have Ministry of Education, both state and federal
Government, yeah.
and so somehow, even if you can't read every news, but at least you look at the headlines and look at the highlights and all that, you hardly come across anything that has to do with education, except you read the ones that has to do with maybe ASU or other higher institutions are threatening to down tools, or you hear about JAM being postponed and everything, but
nobody really gets to talk about the things that happen in
exactly the structures, the students, the pupils, the teachers, the activities going on in our. Let us even hang somewhere for now the higher institution activities. Let's go down to secondary and primary school, because from primary school you graduate secondary school, from there you go to university. So if your foundation is shaky, I mean, you can't stand. So this is where we have found ourselves. It is so bad. Our ideals, our moral values are seriously eroded. We are in a big mess, and we don't even see it. We don't even address it. It's not a big issue to us, because as a minister for education, it should be part of your worry what is going on in the schools. Because when you talk about education, you're talking about education from primary, from the least, from even crèche up to university is the highest. Any other one is Jara. Are you getting it? So sometimes I ask myself, as a minister for education, what do you do in your office? What do you talk about? What are the problems you are solving? Are you getting it? Because you're there to solve problems. You are there to create, better
solutions. Yeah.
Do you understand? Better learning environment and so many other things. So what exactly
are you doing in your office?
Even taking it down to the education. Yes, Lagos State, but most times you hear from the governor this and that, but at least there's a level of or a measure of activities going on. But my worry is actually the federal government, because you see, there are some policies you will bring and it will cascade down to the nursery schools and the private schools and the government schools, even at state level to local government level. But when there are no activities going on, I just wish to ask the commissioner and minister for education that since you've been in office, what exactly? Let's do a KPI on you.
What have you done?
Do you understand? So it is very important, because it is very soon now. By the time we talk about this, and then the next thing you'll be hearing news, popping up here and there concerning primary school students doing this, that. Then after some time, it will die down. Some other issues will pop up. Then we carry that one and not like a baby. Papa. I mean, everybody should do their job. If you're a minister, that ministry you are ministering. Let me put it that way. Do you understand? I mean, what are you doing? We have the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture and whatever. What are we doing? Are we worried about what is going on with our youths? Are we concerned about our next generation?
Hmm.
What kind of youths are we grooming to take over from us? Because you see, for a nation to thrive, for a nation to get to the next level, you're going to be handing over to some people. I mean, that's why we have retirement age. You understand? So what are we doing? Because it's like, of the truth, I know that yes, activities are going on, but are we directing this activity in the right places? What are our projections? Are you getting it? So many things. It's just like we just carry one problem and just focus on it and forget about every other.
Okay, talking about focusing on problem, this particular head teacher is even calling on the state government to at least put things in place. Let them even have the fencing around the school, because if we do not have that in the school, imagine the level of what will I say, the kind of teachers they will have, the very nonchalant attitude those teachers will have. Now, when I was posted for service, the NYC service, this particular school where I was posted, so when I first got there, I was wondering, like, okay, what is happening here? You rarely see teachers in school. There's some days you go to school and in the whole school you have only 3 teachers around. Students will just sit in classes. The good ones will still wait, hoping that if take their classes, nobody will show up. And when you close as a core member, you meet these teachers in their various shops and different places doing other things. But the minute they hear that an inspector is coming or somebody is coming, you see them popping out of it. There were some teachers that till it was about maybe a few months to the end of my service here, I started meeting them.
I mean, we are so duplicitous. You see, we are full of deceit, and that is one of our problems. Now, because your inspector is coming to check on what is going on in the school, you put up a facade as if all is well, and all is not well. Now, if an inspector really would want to know the real activities ongoing in any school, you don't give them. I mean, who says you must
Let them know.
let them know
that you're coming.
exactly.
True.
Do a spot checking on them. Do spot checking. You don't have to let them know. You just come and then randomly look around. So that will give you the true state of affairs. But when you tell them, oh, the next week,
get prepared.
I mean, common sense should tell us that. If you want to get, just like in your house, if you want to know what your children actually do when you're not at home, you don't let them know when you're coming. Just pop in on them so that you can know where to address what issues to take care of. But if you always let everybody know, okay, by 9 o'clock I will be this and that, even for security reasons, they will tell you don't disclose your daily activities because you don't know who is going to lay ambush for you and all that. So you see, we are on a long road, on a very long road, and if we're not careful, some people are of the opinion that we are already derailed, and it's like we have already fallen, nothing is going to work again. Things can work.
Things can still
We are
change.
here. We are Nigerians, and this is Nigeria. And if we have the determination to do the right thing, we will do it. Even if it means the appropriate authorities, putting in some measures, taking some action, actions. You understand?
Measures in place.
But you see, most times we are very lazy. Like I said, we are very duplicitous. We because you are deceitful, so you're not even thinking right. All you're thinking about is how to cover up for your own deceit. Because it is very now. You talked about the fence being very almost like
there was no yes from
now,
what the man.
what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? I am sure that even the local government chairman of that particular area,
yes, that local government,
his house is properly fenced.
Definitely.
So why is it that for our own self we know the right thing to do, but when it comes to the people that we are supposed to serve, we seem to be bereft of ideas? This is very bad. It is selfish. It is being self-centered, and we are not being proactive because as a government, we have talked severally, we have read severally, and some of us have seen that students are being abducted every now and then. Are you waiting for the students or people from your school in your state to be abducted, then you now say you have stepped in, you are putting in actions in place to do this to rescue them. Then you now the next thing will be hearing other stories. Why not take a very proactive step? First off, by securing our schools. It is only, I mean, we are gone are the days when you say that, like in Port Harcourt. I remember the first time I went to Port, the first thing I noticed was that no fencing, house. You can stroll into the next compound.
Just like that.
Do you understand? But over the years, people are erecting fences now. Are you getting it? For security reasons, what, how do I put it? For my own
from one house to the other.
Yes, for I'm just God. You know, to protect myself, and then there's a word I'm looking for now. So now they are erecting fences. So what was obtainable 30, 40 years ago is too old for today. So we should do the needful. So I don't for security reasons, so that people, take the privilege of, because there's no fencing, just stroll out of the school and stroll back. You won't know what would is not Hydra.
And besides, some of the students could even just push him aside. Why will you talk to me like that?
Because there's no fence. You can go through the back. You go through from any part of the of the school premises to leave the school and quietly stroll in back again. And also, it will be easier for you because teachers are not even in classes. I remember there was a time we discussed one, I think from that side too, that teachers don't come to class. Rather, they go to marketplaces and sell their wares. And they leave their duties to the class captain and the class and monitors
who are also students too in that same class.
So you know, there's a lot. I believe that if our Ministry of Education is up and doing, most of these things will be taken care of, because under every ministry we have numerous agencies. Agency for this, agency for that, agency for that. What are they doing?
What are we doing in our offices? I say this a lot, that whenever somebody is being elected or appointed to serve in a particular office, please do well, do right by that office. Put measures in place. Let us see reasons why you were appointed or you were elected to fill that that office. It is 28 minutes to 1 on Women Radio 91.7. This is still Panorama. Panorama is where we have ladies from different geopolitical zones come together to discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues. And I've been speaking with Ibnabo Dixon. Now this will take us to our second story. Now this story got a lot of people talking. To be a part of the conversation, you can call us up on 07000 917 917 or 090 256 25455. You can send us a text or a WhatsApp message on 070 317 56537. Now this there's this video that has gone viral. I think I saw the video yesterday. A certain interviewer, while conducting an interview, slapped a lady. The lady he was interviewing, he slapped her. Now, from what I could see there, the whole story, the woman in question had been arrested for binding and setting her stepson on fire. Now, due to, I don't want to say the man allowed his emotions control him, and nobody is saying that what the woman has done is right, but there has been so many takes on social media. Some people are saying, oh, the man was totally wrong to have done that. Some people are saying, oh, looking at the level of abuse and pain that woman inflicted on that child, that the man is right. Ibn Abba, what's your take on this story?
See, whatever, even with substantial evidence, he had no right to hit her. You see, we should not forget that we are not living in a jungle. We are living in a country where we have laws in place to address every activity of man. Are you getting it? Whether you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, the laws are there to deal with those who have chosen to take laws into their own hands. The fact that, you see, non-innocently, okay, sometimes you could really get angry because maybe because he was privy to a lot of information and it was really put by probably what she was trying to, how she was trying to act up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But however, you have no right.
Okay.
Even police has no right to hit you.
Hmm.
It's because we are so lawless in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
You see, because you see, and also you see, there are so many small organizations
Okay.
that claim to be human rights activists,
Okay.
claim to be running one form of NGO or
The
the other,
other. Okay.
and they know nothing next to human rights.
Hmm.
They don't know anything. We have the ones that are, yes, then we see them,
We
we
see their
hear about
work.
them.
We know their person.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you go to the social media,
Okay.
there was time I was just, surfing, and I saw that there was a particular somebody, I don't want to mention his name, who
Okay.
claims to be um, a human right, what.
Okay.
The way, even the way they handle the victims,
Hmm.
you would wonder what will you not do to the person that protected this act.
Hmm.
There was one I saw.
Okay.
He was supposed to have helped this family to get an accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't know what happened. They said something happened. He came and ejected them forcefully, and the woman was the it was a family,
Okay.
a husband, a wife, and children.
Okay.
It was like the woman was like ready to commit suicide because she was so frustrated. So I just tell, and the way they quiz them,
Hmm.
I said, you are abusing these people, and
Hmm.
you are claiming to be an NGO. You want to help them. We need, I mean, there is need for that, for that part of our activities in Nigeria to be sieved. You
Hmm.
understand? Because
Mm-hmm.
you can't just wake up one day and say you want to help Nigerians, you want to do this, you crowdfund for them. We need to sieve it. There is need for the activities to be properly checked. They need to learn. I mean, what is worth doing is worth learning.
Hmm.
If you feel that this thing, okay, I want to engage, I mean, you cannot be going about with scruples.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying better for me, and in the course of doing that, you are making me feel miserable. You are exposing my weakness
Hmm.
to the whole world. You understand?
Hmm.
Okay, you see someone that takes drugs,
Okay.
someone that takes alcohol.
Okay.
You want to help. You want to help her.
Mm-hmm.
You should understand that an alcoholic person, I mean, somebody who will wake up, take alcohol, sleep with alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
the way they behave, their responses to situations are very different.
Different. Mm-hmm.
If you don't understand that, and you are addressing them, you are, you are talking to them as you're talking to someone that is very sane,
Hmm.
someone that does not even know what they call alcohol.
It won't hold water.
I mean, it lacks common sense.
Mm-hmm.
That means you don't even know the nature of what you are doing. You just dabbled into it because,
Hmm.
okay, I want to feel relevant. I want to let people know that, yes. Some of them tomorrow they want to go into politics and they will tell you, see what I've been doing since. I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't understand it. I was so pissed. I was like, what are you doing? Now look at this person we're talking about now. This is a learned man. This is a man who supposedly
Okay.
should have an idea of what our constitution says about human rights.
Hmm. What to do and what not to.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Good enough. This woman has been exposed.
Mm-hmm.
What she has done is open to everybody to see.
Everybody knows already.
Then, I mean, you let it go from there and let the appropriate authorities take it up from there.
Okay, now let's take this call. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, do you want to call us back on 07000 or 090 256 25455? Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Efe. Welcome to Panorama. Yes.
Good afternoon, Efe.
Hmm. Hmm. Thank you so much, Ife. If he also feels like it was extreme, he shouldn't have done that.
Even if the woman was stonewalling, are you getting it?
Mm-hmm.
Even if she was stonewalling, sometimes, like I said earlier, you are privy to some information. You are
You know this thing.
and this woman is out there stonewalling and trying to be extremely defensive.
Mhm.
It hasn't given you that right. A little bit of patience would suffice at that point in time, because you are trying to protect somebody. You are trying to expose the evil activities of
That
another
this woman
person.
has done. Yes.
Then you are equally
Projecting your own
perpetrating
and
an aspect of what we would term evil activity.
let's take this call. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your
Good
name and where are you calling us
afternoon,
from?
Richard. Uh-huh.
Good afternoon, Richard. Welcome to Panorama.
Yes, long time. All of us August children, no wala. Ah, we are here, no wala, no wala.
Bookie is fine. Bookie is fine.
Mm,
Okay.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm-hmm,
Hmm.
mm, mm, mm-hmm,
Hmm. Okay.
mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Abi?
Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Of the junior. Hmm.
Mm, mm,
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
mm, mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm,
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Richard. Thank you. You heard what Richard has to say. Richard is saying that somehow our person in this society, the fact that this person is my person, let me put this aside. We do not really give put in place the right measures or penalty when
Mm.
crimes are committed because you know this person or because this person is an influential person. Let us have this. It's actually very wrong.
Like I've always said, and I will never stop saying it, but that's what I see everywhere. That the laws are there. You understand? Apart from generally, we have issues with implementation and enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, even in the course of enforcing the law, to some we apply it, to some we interpret it, which is
Hmm.
very wrong.
Hmm.
It should be the same, just like Richard said.
Richard, yeah.
If you see the image of justice, it is blindfolded.
Hmm.
It doesn't care whether it doesn't matter
Like I
whether the
don't know
person
you.
is related to you or not.
Yes.
you are just going to let there be a balance, and that is what we lack. Because you see, we don't add scruples to what we do. You understand? We are very, very unscrupulous. We do things anyhow we like. We feel, okay, I'm doing you a favor, so because I'm doing you a favor, I have the right to slap you. It is absolutely wrong.
We have another call. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's the name you're calling us from? Welcome to Panorama, Akin. Okay. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, we are not saying that the crime that the woman has committed is done right. Hmm. Hmm. Thank you so much, Akin. Now, this is to put it out there that we are not saying that what the woman has done is right. No,
Definitely not.
that is not what we are saying. Everybody knows very well that what the woman
what she has done is
totally
wrong.
wrong.
It's totally wrong, and she should be. I mean, she should be paid with the commensurate
must be served.
Yes, punishment, very deserving that she must get.
Mhm.
What we are talking about here is, now that you have brought it to the fore, you, the man, you have brought these evil activities of this woman to the fore. You, even at that, you have no right to slap her. It is wrong. Now you are dragging attention away from what she has done to what you have done. Because we live, I mean, we are civilized people. This is not a jungle, and we would never encourage jungle justice. We have the Nigerian police who would take up from where he has was supposed to have stopped. You understand? And then from there, she will be charged to court for what she has done. Are you getting it? You don't, even if you apprehend an armed robber, you're not supposed to begin to hit the person. You hand them over to the Nigerian police. They should take it up from there. That is why all we are trying to do is to kick against jungle justice. Because you see, today is that woman. Nobody is saying what she has done is right, because we are all human beings, and we all feel pain. So I'm also a little child, even if it was somebody of our age. You understand? So it is absolutely wrong to take laws into your hands, that into the police, into the judge, and into everything. Let the necessary or the appropriate authority take it up from
them.
Exactly.
To be a part of the conversation, you can call us up on 07000 917 917 or 090 256 25455. Okay, Binabo, let me put it in this way. Now, looking at that video, I want you to say something on the fact that some of us, sometimes we allow our emotions, how we feel, override our supposed sense of reasoning. There are some things that will happen at a time that, oh, your normal self, you just want to react in this way. And you know very well that when you react in that way, that impulse that you feel at that time, it is totally wrong. So where's the line? Where do we have to know that, okay, this is the boundary, we should not do this, we should be able to control ourselves no matter what it is?
You see, like we have been saying over and over, even in the face of substantial evidence, you are not supposed to hit that person. Now, my thoughts now are that, okay, now that even under a lot of camera, you will do this. That is in the full glare of everybody, you will do this. What have you done to her behind the camera? Are you getting it? So the fact that somebody has done wrong, don't put laws into your hands. Don't take laws into your hands. Let the appropriate authority take it up. That is the point you are trying to put here. Because a lot of times, see, there was a time something happened. A long, I mean, it should be over about 15 years now, or yeah, over 15 in an estate, okay? Armed robbers came to rob, not even in the night, now in the evening. So they were trying to lock up the place so that they would trap the armed robbers within. So one of the youths of that community was running towards another exit to lock it up. Unfortunately for him, they had planted the armed robbers had planted somebody there. You know, they were very strategic, those armed robbers, you understand? So unknown to the young man, he was running towards that gate to lock it so that they would entrap them. Then by the time police will come, at least
they'll be able to.
Do you understand? But unfortunately, they had one of them planted. So when that one realized that this person was trying to lock up the gate, he shot. He fired at him. And that was how that young man lost his life. And everybody in that area, they were so bitter and so apprehensive. I mean, so bitter and so angry. You understand? So the next thing, they saw a guy that was just going somewhere.
An innocent guy.
Innocent guy. And they dragged it. You know, sometimes, maybe not wear the wrong clothes. It was like, to the person who saw the armed robber, it was already getting dark. So he wore the same color of shirt. So meanwhile, the armed robbers had gone. So they thought that it was one who shot this young man. So somebody pointed at him that he was the one, and they did not wait. They did not even ask him a question. They started beating him and dragged him to the road and set him ablaze. I'm telling you a true life story here, Esther. That was jungle justice. The next day, it was now realized that it was somebody's boyfriend. Yes, who just or maybe a friend who just, you know, like we are co-workers. Okay, let me see you up to your house, and from there I'll be going to mine. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't know that there was an alarm raised for everybody. Take cover, armed robbers are around, lock up your gate, this and that, and you know that kind of a thing. And it was such a sad period because that innocent man was just killed for nothing. And somebody said that while they were dragging him on the ground, he was shouting, "What did I do? I don't know anything. I'm coming from this person. I my friend lives." They didn't listen. He was trying to tell them where his friend lived and everything. People were angry. You know, you cannot address a mob. They killed that boy. Was set ablaze. So whatever happened later, we don't know. The person that told me did not. You know, we don't always get updates. You understand? So at the end of the day, what do we call it? Jungle justice. Because somebody was so angry and they could not be patient enough to listen to the voice of reasoning. That is my point here. That woman did wrong. See, you totally have no. I mean, why would you set a human being ablaze? And that's what she was saying to that child. Are you getting it? Set a child on fire for what? But as painful as it is, I still stand to say that it is absolutely wrong for that man to have given her the basbos that she was given. No, you don't take laws into your hand. If you are trying to bring correction to the society, you don't do it by perpetrating something similar to that same act that you are condemning. It's absolutely wrong.
Let's try as much as possible as we go about our daily activities. Let's control our emotions. Do not take laws into your hands. And it's a wrap on Panorama today. Thank you so much, Ibinabo, for your contributions on the issues we've discussed. And a big thank you to you, my listener. Thank you for your calls and contributions. A big thank you to my producer, Daniel Adaja. Panorama is where we discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues. Panorama on Women Radio 91.7 runs from Mondays to Fridays at 12:15 p.m. Till I come your way tomorrow, please stay safe out there, be security conscious, and try as much as possible to control your emotions. Stay tuned on WFM 91.7. My name is Esther Alari. Do have a great day.
To sponsor this program, call the number 0813.
There was something that somebody said. I agree with that one.
Please deal with your camera so that I can feel free.
The person said that why did they not allow this same man to interview that